Howdy there, partners. You're watching Duty's Daggers, and this is my lunch break. I did a cut test video this morning. Gosh, failure with the epic Spyderco Little Native Wharncliffe in S30V, and boy did it do good, baby. It really did. Wasn't sure how it would do compared to the Delica, because it has thicker blade stock than the Delica, and that's one of the things I wanted to go over real quick. This is going to be just a quick, short little video, but a couple of people were asking, Dean or one of them, is how much slicier is the Wharncliffe Little Native in comparison to the Wharncliffe Delica. So here's the difference in blade stocks. Little Native, I would say significantly thicker. You can see the difference in the tips. The Delica is just an all-around thinner, slicier blade. Now, cutting edges. Delica, we've got, I don't know, maybe like a 3/8 of an inch longer cutting edge, but very similar shapes here. Now, I was surprised to see that despite this having not a whole ton of edge, it still got almost all the way through that strap, which was pretty surprising. You know, that tells me that getting through that strap is maybe a little bit less to do with the blade length than I thought, and a little bit more to do with the shape and the sharpness of the edge. You know, since this is a Wharncliffe, you know, without belly, you're not going to be easily kind of slipping out of your cut prematurely, so you're going to stay in your cut as long as you want to be, but you can't just push through the strap. You have to make some kind of a pulling through the strap so that it can cut, right? So you're pulling through the strap, cutting, and you only have so much blade before you run out of blade. So I was surprised. It didn't cut all the way through the, you can go watch the video. It didn't cut all the way through the strap, but it had just a barely teeny little thing left over that it didn't quite get, which is honestly a lot better than I thought it would do. And when we got to the rope, this killed it. Absolutely destroyed the rope. You know, the strap is, you know, about this wide. The rope is only about this wide. So as you're pushing through the rope, you have more edge rubbing across the surface of the rope, since it's a thinner object. Just really destroyed the rope, so I was really happy to see that. Now, one thing I forgot to mention in the video is the ergonomics. I was kind of surprised at how good they were. I thought, you know, gripping the knife, pushing through the rope, that this clip would become a hot spot. It didn't, man. It really didn't. You know, I'm not a huge wire clip fan, but I actually kind of like this one. Number one, because it's almost a deep carry. It's pretty deep carry for Spyderco. You know, typically Spyderco uses these clips right here. The Delica here is really not deep carry. You have like this much sticking out. I have a replacement clip on the way for this. That's the reason I always replace the clips on my Spydercos. I don't like these clips. I don't like how much knife sticks out of your pocket. I'm okay with a little bit, but that's excessive. With this wire clip, it's a deep carry pocket clip, so we only have like barely, like, let's see, yeah, about that much sticking out. So that's great. I may replace the clip eventually. I don't know. For now, I'm fine with it. I'm not in a super rush. Now, as far as the scales, I would love to have titanium on this thing. Titanium scales. They're just so damn pricey. I think the only place to get them right now is from RGT, Rip Squadge Tech, and I think they're over $100. They're like 140, 150 even. Crazy. Almost as much as the knife, or more than the knife. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't really want to go micarta, because although I do really like micarta, this is something that I could potentially carry every day in my fifth pocket, you know, along with another knife. So it's going to get a lot of use, and I feel like micarta might get a little bit nasty over time if I'm carrying it that much. So I don't think there's an option for aluminum scales for this, at least none that I have found. So I might just have to save up and go with titanium. Now RGT also has some Ultim. Scales. Those are kind of pricey too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. For now, I'm fine with G10. Now the Delica, I also want to replace the scales on this too. I can't really decide between copper or maybe brass or titanium. Titanium would be sweet, but I've always wanted to try having a full copper scaled knife again. I tried it on my first PM2, which was honestly a bad idea because it's a big knife and those are just huge pieces of copper. It looked amazing with its patina and everything, but it was just unbelievably heavy. So I took them off and put titanium on after a while. But this is a small enough knife with thin enough scales that I feel like copper wouldn't be that bad on this Delica. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you would do. Titanium's gonna be lighter, but man, brass I think would look really cool, or copper, brass or copper. And you could also buy a backspacer from Flytanium. They come in brass, copper, or titanium. So I was thinking if I put copper scales on here, I would get a titanium backspacer. If I put titanium scales on here, I would get a copper backspacer. So kind of just mix it up a little bit, get a little hint of color or lack of color in there. So to answer Dino's question and some of you guys' questions, the Delica is slicier. But I was still surprised at how well this did, considering how much thicker the blade stock is. I thought it would be not as slicey as it actually was. So really impressed with this thing. Really impressed with it. And it's gotten really smooth, man. When I first got it, it did not feel this snappy on the deployment either. I mean, you can really rocket this thing out. It feels so good, man. Oh yeah. And the drop, without any wrist flick or anything, well, a little one. You kind of have to get a little one to start it, and then it's shut. It's swinging shut. So that's awesome. Very tiny bit of blade play if I really wrench on it, so that doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it. It's just a great knife, man. I'm stoked. Man, Spyderco with their Wharnies. I am just really into these right now. It's so easy to strap. Oh my gosh, just you don't have to worry about getting around the belly or nothing. It's just love it. So that's what I'm carrying today. I'm carrying two Spyderco Wharnies. Maybe a little overkill, but and then I got this in. So, apologies, I was about to show you a knife that I haven't published the unboxing for yet. I didn't want to spoil it. So, you're going to have to wait. It's a cool knife, but you're going to have to wait. Lastly, does anyone know how to sharpen these ceramic kitchen knives? I really want to do a cut test with these and see what this is all about. But I can't seem to get it sharp. I tried it with my Work Sharp little mini belt sharpener. That didn't really seem to get it sharp. I tried it on the stones. I tried it on the strap. The only thing I haven't tried is putting it on the precision adjust, the fixed angle sharpener, but I have a feeling that's not going to do it. So it's dull right now, and I don't know how to get it sharp. So if anyone knows, let me know. Are they just like one-use things, like they come sharp and then you'll use them until they go dull and then you toss them? Is that how it works? I have no idea. It's a very interesting, it's ceramic. It's a hollow ground ceramic down here, not a full flat. So really weird. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. So if you know, let me know in the comments. That's about it. Love you guys. I'm gonna get back to work here and see you in the next one. Later.